Okay, so first tier upgrades for this 911 GT2 RS Clubsport. They're all done. So now we can press on with this final goal of stage 1. As you can see, now I'm meeting the PR requirement. Racing dollars alone, just the first tier 7 upgrades, basically 1 in each category, and all second tier upgrades are gold upgrades. So if you want to go anything past the tier, or not tier, stage 1, like let's say stage 2, you're gonna need some gold upgrades, and that means you're gonna try to, I'd assume, you're gonna go to actually win the car as opposed to just winning a handful of gold, which is possible in this case with racing dollars. So and you know, the thing about, what do they call it, infinity screen? It's beautiful screen. These Samsung devices, right? The Galaxy line of phones. The problem is, if you look at where my gas pedal goes, depending on how I'm holding the phone while I'm playing, my palm sometimes will touch the corner of the screen and give me a unintended acceleration, which is like, here, let me try it, like that right now. You see the gas pedal jumping back and forth. I'm not moving my hand back and forth, or my finger back and forth for that matter. But yeah, the fact that these newer phones have no bezel, or hardly any to speak of, leaves me really no place to put my hand against the phone while I'm playing. So I'm sure until I get used to how I need to hold the phone, I might have some unintended acceleration or unintended braking action. Braking, I don't think is as big, because obviously, you know, you don't put your finger on the brakes all the time. It's a lot more intentional with brakes when you're using it, versus the gas, you pretty much have it, have your right thumb just about resting on the screen almost all the time, right? Unless you're using tilt A, which in this case I am not. So anyway, this goal, they tell you you cannot be overtaken, and that means even the cars that you overlapped, if they overlap you, would that be underlap? Then I believe you failed the goal, so you cannot let anybody pass you, whether you are lapping a car or not, which is a very interesting way of putting the goal. Anyway, Burton chasing behind me. It's the Vulcan, right? Pretty awesome Aston Martin. Anyway, here's the final lap to wrap up the stage 1. We get how many gold? 5 gold? 5 or 8, I can't remember. I think it's 5 for these events. So the other Porsche event, the limited time series, right? You can also, that's the GT3 911. That one you can win the 25% completion goal with racing dollar upgrades alone as well. So that's kind of nice. Anyway, so that is a wrap for this first stage. And this should get me up through the last goal 4 up stage 2, and that's when I'm gonna need the next set of upgrades. But for now, 10,000 racing dollar rewards and 5 gold. Yeah, as I was expecting. It turns out that Burton just took delivery of the Aston Martin Vulcan and he's not too happy about being beaten. Well, then you should try not to run into other cars. How about that? If you just got a new car, why would you want to start with a crash or fender benders or whatever? Anyway, by the way, did I mention that there's a time attack competition later today? You might see some faster cars out there this afternoon. Right, along with some slower cars. So, all right, that I think is it for stage 1. So we'll continue with stage 2 in the next video.